Package! I love packages! DVDs? That's even better! This'll be fun! Sounds like death and danger. It sounds bad. Danger, danger! What's going on in the plot? Is there blood? Who's getting shot? Who's killing who? I have to see! Things are really starting to get exciting! Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Yes, yes, yes! Yes, 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 yes! Don't let nobody tell you there ain't no future in the life of crime, because some rackets can last forever. But we'll get around to all that immortality jazz later. A mafia turf war is raging on the mean streets of the Big Apple, a place where regular Joes bounce between backdoor booze joints and the bread line. But this caper ain't about a simple gangland brawl. It's about hoods who can't seem to die proper after catching a bullet or five between the eyes. Sadistic hitmen and the dames they love, mad bombers going boom, moms going bump, and yeah, soul-sucking alchemists, bootlegging, and elixir of life. Just remember, Baccano ain't about beginnings and ends. It's about twists and turns, Bob. Paths don't cross in this story, they collide. Every Dick and Jane plays the lead, and it's gonna be one bumpy ride. And I don't think anyone can sum up the plot better than what they put on the back of this case. This little number was put together by Brainspace back in 2007, who before that were known for, well, nothing. This is what made people turn heads. It's unique from other shows for several reasons. Number one, it's short. It's only 13 episodes, 16 if you include the OVAs, and while the length itself isn't a unique factor, the following is. 2. Plot. A usual 13-episode show has one major thing going for it. Lack of filler episodes and just straight plot. Baccano has 3 plots, not just one, and they all cram so nicely into these 13 episodes all at one time. Now these plots can get confusing because they all take place at different times during the 1930s, and some have recurring characters that appear throughout all 3, making it chronologically screwed. The show is constantly flip-flopping between its storylines, and while it usually does give you warning to what year it's about to go into, if you're not paying attention, you're gonna miss quite a bit. Unique number 3, there are a shitload of characters but no primary protagonist. Baccano is bursting at the seams with characters at every turn, but not one of them can be considered leads. The only characters to transcend the story arc boundary are the thieves named Isaac and Miria, but in each plot arc, individually, they cannot be considered leads, just supporting characters. Important supporting characters, I grant you, but supporting characters nonetheless. And just because they are in every arc doesn't make them the leads. So what does this mean exactly, to have a story without any lead characters? It's either the stupidest idea ever, or the best thing since we're making Dragon Ball Z and not have it suck. I mean, less than it used to. Even though it's the same show, only shorter. Anyways, here's the basic rundown of the plots. First, you got the Mafia in New York and alchemists who are trying to create a liquid philosopher's stone. Second, you have the robbery/massacre and pretty much everything involving the train Flying Pussyfoot. And yeah, the train's called Flying Pussyfoot. I'll give you a second to laugh that one off. Okay, moving on. And finally, you have the search for Dallas Genoward, the twat from Story 1 whose only purpose in life seems to be to get the shit kicked out of him. Now, because it has 3 different plots that collide faster than a fanboy on a Sephiroth figurine, it's hard to explain them without spoilers. Hell, the show can't even do it itself, because the entire first episode is one big spoiler that starts at the end of the story arcs before going back to the beginning. So you know that there's this badass guy who gets his fingers cut off and he can reattach them. You know there's going to be this guy in a white suit that's going to lose his arm. You know that there's this mysterious person on top of a train that has someone looking for him, although you're probably going to forget about that scene very quickly. But anyways, while in context, all of these are actually really, really big spoilers. They're not shown to you in context, so they mean nothing. Yes, we know Lad is going to lose his arm and be laying on side of the train tracks. Do we know why? Do we know how? No! And thus, ladies and gentlemen, is what draws the audience in. Then you look at the animation. I would say it's flawless personally, but since I'm not actively examining it frame by frame just to see the itty-bitty tiny little details that are wrong with it, I still have to say that from where I sit,
it's freaking unbelievable!
Exactly. Next, the opening is an interesting topic. It seems to become a fan favorite for most people, probably because it has one of the most addicting opening songs ever. But the main purpose of the opening is to show you all the major characters and their names, which is extremely useful later on when you're wondering who the frack everyone is, but it does have one major problem. It gives too much credit to some characters and absolutely none to others. The main example I want to point out is right here in the middle of it. It shows the 3 Gandor brothers, which is all well and good, but Luck Gandor is the only one that has any importance to the entire plot. However, on the other hand, there is a character in the series called Rachel, who works for the newspaper Daily Days, and she tells the world what happened aboard the Flying Pussyfoot in Plot 2. But she's not even mentioned in the op at all, not even a cameo. And that's my only gripe with the opening. As for the ending, well, you'll just skip that because you're going to be moving on to the next episode anyway. As for the music, it's cool, it's hip, it's addicting, and you will have the entire soundtrack stuck in your head for hours upon hours just because of how great it is. Not too much of it all at once, all subtle, nicely placed and paced, and above all, brilliant. The sub versus dub on this one is a no-brainer. Dub all the freaking way. Baccano has one of the best English dubs ever, and that's no lie. Just listen to this.
This is terrible! Miria! We've forgotten something of the utmost importance!
What could it be?
Miria! It's Ennis!
Whatever will we do?
What will we ever do?
Isaac!
Miria! We forgot to buy a gift for Ennis!
And this.
An intimate event for my eyes only. For you to climb out of the roof just for little old me. It must be true love. I'll take it. I accept this love from you, young lady. But you have to accept my love, too.
See what I mean? Back to the case for a second. It's small, it's sleek, it's breakable. And there are no extras to speak of other than commentaries and trailers. But overall, Baccano, hardcore people will love it, softcore people, maybe not. Like a hardcore person would be like, this is new and intriguing. It's new but confusing. It's dark and edgy, yet funny. There's blood everywhere and it's kind of disgusting. That blood looks so beautiful on white. Where can I get a hat like that? But overall, in summary, it's awesome.
A la, 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 di, di, da, di, di, da, da, di.